global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Revolution now has come and gone, but still remains very fresh in the minds of many Nigerians out there. And the fact that we do not know much if it's still very fresh in the minds of the government, but a drama ensued between Femi Adesina, the spokesperson to the presidency, and a revolutionary lawyer, talking about the national president of Revolutionary Lawyers Forum, that's Mr. Tope Akinyode, where during a live program, a lot of things unfolded as they begin to share ideas. It was a serious one, I tell you. As Akinyode, who happened to be the president of Revolutionary Lawyers Forum, who took part in the protests, which were disrupted by security operatives, said the aim of the demonstration was to demand good governance, poverty eradication, a stop to the insecurity, and many other issues. In his response, however, Adesina described the protest as an irritation and a child's play. He said, well, was it really a protest? Adesina talking. By my estimation, it just seemed like a child's play because protests by their very nature are spontaneous things, mass things. These are just sprinkle of people trying to be funny. As far as I'm concerned, it's nothing to worry about. That's serious. A revolution is always a mass thing, not a sprinkle of young boys and girls you saw on Wednesday in different parts of the country. I think it was just a funny thing to call it a revolution protest, he said. When asked if the government determines the seriousness of a protest only by its size, Adesina responded, revolution is something that turns the normal order. What happened yesterday, would you call it a revolution? It was just an irritation. And some people want to cause irritation in the country. And what I will say is, when things boil over, they boil over because you continue to hit them. However, Akinyode mocked Adesina for having a shallow understanding of the concept of revolution, despite being a veteran journalist. The lawyer said, we have to forgive Mr. Adesina and the Buhari government for all the things they speak. They don't understand these things. They are bereaved of the fundamental workings of democracy and the rule of law. They don't know what protest means. They can't appreciate it. He now said, Buhari is a dictator. He doesn't obey or cut orders, so he doesn't know what Nigerians or people have the right, or the people have the right to protest, which is why Mr. Adesina was continuously talking down on Nigerians, saying it was a child's play and an irritation, the lawyer said. Akinyode said Buhari's regime seemed to be dedicated to failure, hence his aversion to criticism. He said, Akinyode is the one talking now. He said the lawyer also wondered why unarmed protests would be attacked by soldiers, policemen for demanding good governance. He said, I am disappointed by the myopic definition that Mr. Adesina gave the word revolution, especially being a journalist who should have fundamental knowledge of the English language. Revolution has many meanings to it. You cannot attach a single meaning to the word. For those who have deficiency in the use of English, revolution can also mean an improvement, an advancement in a system which has a positive, long-lasting impact. The demands of the protester are well articulated. They are engaging the government in its failings, unemployment, insecurity, non-payment of minimum wage of 30,000 naira, and many other things. And if the protesters are demanding the removal of the present government that is constituted, it is a constitutional guaranteed right. The law allows for impeachment of any validly elected government, and for a government that has woefully failed, is it not right for it to resign? Adesina, who appeared inked by Akinyode's response, however, took issue with Channels Television for pairing him with such a character. He said henceforth, the TV station must let him know who he's up against when next he's invited to a program. He's referring to Channels. He said, the president spokesperson said, let me make this point. Channels TV should have been ethical and professional enough to tell me that I was appearing with somebody and then I could decide whether to appear or not to appear, he said. The way the young man is talking, if I had a chance, I wouldn't want to share platform with him because he's irascible, he's irrational, and he doesn't understand. I could have decided whether to appear with him or not. Akinyode, however, stated that he was a lawyer and a learned individual, learned colleague. It's not just the way Mr. Adesina sees things, or the way Mr. Adesina sees it, that I am a young guy. I'm a lawyer. I have an understanding of the law. It is a constitutionally guaranteed right of Nigerians to protest. It is the law, he replied. Adesina got very angry that they should have told him who he's appearing with, and he wouldn't have appeared, for questioning him and challenging the rule of law. But let's quickly feel the pulse of Nigerians. I can assure you Nigerians have reacted to this. Very quickly, we'll take one or two people's opinion. Honestly, they spoke their mind. This one here is saying, good one from Mr. Akinyode. You see, he has sold his life for cow. As a good loan for Mr. Akinyode, Femi has sold his life. Oh, please, I wouldn't want to say that. Let's continue. This one here says, one of the most difficult work on earth for now is defending the administration of General Muhammadu Buhari. This one here is saying, the truth is, if you are not as daft as the headsman, you shouldn't be his spokesman or his supporter. Okay, this one here is saying, see finishing. This one is taking him to the cleaners. This one here is saying, if a president spokesman can shamelessly try to avoid speaking to Nigeria about issues pertaining to the country and its government, trying to choose who to talk with and when to, then this is a very disgraceful government. You know, one of the things I found a bit faulty. In fact, there's so many things Nigerians are clamoring for. But if you want to, bridge the gap, technically speaking, is to always give room for what we call press briefing, press conference, press hearing. Let the government have what we call open forum or open fora, as the case may be. Allow Nigerians to either call in or comment. Don't worry, Nigerians are very peace-loving people. I don't see them do any form of attack of any kind. But I would have preferred a situation where Nigerians can call in a live program. Since we always deal with the presidency most times in this country, we don't get to hear directly most times from the president of Nigeria. So we are used to the presidency. Presidency can be Shehu Gaba. Presidency can be Femi Adesina, as the case is now. Presidency can be Adesina. Because presidency can even be Loretta Onoche. Okay, but if they will grant Nigerians the opportunity to have what we call one-on-one interaction, either on air or live, either one-on-one physical off air, okay, but where we can have interaction where media persons will carry it will be very lovely, so we can air our views. Now, this young man used the rule of law, and additionally finding it very insulting that why should he be paired with someone who is a rascal. I do not understand, really. He just spoke his mind. He would have as well defended the government of the day if protest is against the constitution. The other time in Imo State, the spokesperson of Imo State governor said that the protest is illegal. I asked the question, what is illegal about the protest? It is in our constitution as our right to protest. What I don't even understand why it's called illegal. Even if it's the opposition that is protesting, it's still legal and allowed. It's their fundamental human right. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on what Adesina said? And what's your take on what the lawyer, honestly, the young man did what we call finishing on this job? Let's meet in that comment section. Let's interact. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more updates on this and much more. Have a nice day.